Today, we are going to jump right into reading. We have a ton to get done, so we're going to make sure we're really rolling, staying on task. So when I ask you guys to get to writing or to working or to reading, it's an immediate task today, okay? We have to stay on it. We have to roll. We have to go. It is beautiful out, so our hope is that we can get out a little bit early. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
You need to do your jobs in order to make that happen. Third graders, today we are on Unit 4, the Ancient Roman Civilizations. Today we're going to look back at the Roman gods. This is chapter 3. This is what we read the other day. And then we're going to look at the Roman Republic as well, and we're going to see what that means a little bit, and we're going to learn about that. When we finished our lesson on the other day,
Monday.
what we did was you guys had a graphic organizer. We had our graphic organizer that we filled out that had those 3 columns. And we named the Greek god or the Greek and Roman god or goddess. We give them both their names. So like Zeus and Jupiter, Apollo and Apollo. One name for that one, right? And we wrote down their name. And then we said what they were the god or goddess of. And then we gave it a little detail about him as well. So that kind of just helped us build some of that background and knowledge of what we know about those different gods and goddesses. What does it mean to have a belief in more than one god? Or what is the word that means to have a belief in more than one god? Haley.
It starts with a P.
It does start with a P, right? Or do you remember what it is? Joey, do you remember what it is?
Peritheist.
Very close, but not quite. He said peritheistic, but not quite.
Polytheistic.
Polytheistic.
Oh,
What's our word?
Polytheistic.
Good. So that's just that belief or the belief in more than one god. So polytheistic. We know that the Romans and the Greeks both were polytheistic. They had all these different gods they believed in. Now, nowadays, we consider all of those myths about the Greek gods and goddesses to be fiction. And a lot of the reason we consider those to be fiction now is because of science. Science tells us that we don't need to pray to the rain god in order to get rain, that there are weather patterns and that there are seasons and that the weather is going to get cold and it's going to rain. So we know science backs more information and we don't have to pray to that god to get it, right? So it's more considered fiction now. But we know that Romans and Greeks both had these ideas about the gods and goddesses. Today for our reading, we are going to jump back into chapter 3 and we're going to it'll be a pretty quick read through of chapter 3. We're going to fill out a family web of the gods and goddesses. So we know that they're all family. Who was the father of all the gods? If you know it, say it. Zeus or Jupiter, right? So we are in the Roman culture. So Jupiter was that father of all the gods. So we're going to see today how we can break that down and how they're all connected and related and what they're gods and goddesses of in another form. So just kind of building that background knowledge that we have for it today. So we are going to be in our readers again, and we are going to be back at chapter 3. So go ahead and take it out and be back at chapter 3.